Pros and cons of Syracuse University. I literally got the job I have now because of Syracuse connections. So I will say that if you want to work in New York City, honestly, no matter what industry you're in, Syracuse is a great school to go to for that. And there's always like career fairs, networking opportunities. Like there are so many opportunities to get internships, jobs, especially if you're taking advantage of everything that's offered at the school. I feel like I've talked a lot about the pros, so let's get into some cons. One thing that has always bothered me about Syracuse is that the city itself is honestly not very safe. Like, unfortunately, even on campus sometimes, like, I wouldn't say that it's super safe. Like, we always get alerts about things that are happening, also in, like, surrounding areas. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. But, like, you just have to be smart. Like, don't go anywhere alone, everything like that. Another thing that they don't really tell you as, like, a freshman or a sophomore, you have to move off campus as a junior and a senior, and housing is very expensive. Like, it is actually insane what some of the landlords charge around here. You can definitely find more affordable housing options, but like the popular apartment complexes run to like literally like $2,500 a month. It's actually criminal. So you really have to get on that super early to make sure you can get something that's not like super duper expensive and still a decent housing option. And kind of building on that, overall, it's just like really expensive to be here. Like besides the school itself, like just completely transparently, like if you're in a sorority, if you like to go out a lot, like it really is expensive, so that's something to kind of take into consideration. But with that being said, there are a lot of job opportunities on campus. I myself have like 2 or 3 jobs on campus, so it's definitely doable, but it's definitely just something to take into consideration. I'd say like cost of living, especially like near or close to campus, is expensive. And I also have to admit that like the food options are not the greatest. Like the dining hall honestly is not that great. And then once you move off campus, it's really annoying because there's no like walkable grocery store, so if you don't have a car, it's kind of annoying. And then also, even though we have like a strip of like, it's like Marshall Street, like the strip of like kind of stores and food places, there's not like a lot of healthy options, and it's just kind of like getting redundant at this point. Shifting gears a little bit, if you want to study abroad, that is another huge reason why I chose Syracuse, because our study abroad programs are awesome. We have like 4 campuses in different cities in Europe, and then we have a lot of partner programs. Definitely, if you want to study abroad, I'd say it's a pro for me, but like if you don't study abroad, I'd say like probably 80% of second semester juniors study abroad. So that's something that's super fun because you go with a ton of kids from Syracuse, and it was the best semester of my life. We also have domestic semester programs in LA, DC, and New York City. I know a couple of people that did that, and they had like internships, and they absolutely loved it because studying abroad in another country could be a